Hey guys, I want to share something with you. So last weekend we had bell promotions here at the school for the kids, and it was outside, and we set up cones to encourage social distancing, and we had hand sanitizer. We did all the things, and it was beautiful. It was just like reinvigorating. It was a very important and timely reminder of what we're fighting for and why we're doing all these Zoom classes and why we're keeping our community engaged. And it was crazy because people who haven't seen each other in so long, and you were like close to another person. People were crying. It was beautiful, but I want to point something out. Like it all wasn't like that. Like one of my students, a young boy, he's a sensitive kid. Like he's very like in touch with all of his emotions, and he's been like one of my favorite students for a couple years now. And he's just come so far on the mat. Like he's really overcome a lot of things, like learning how to like lose properly, and like learning how to like struggle, because that's really hard. The kid's brilliant. So he's not used to like not being the best at certain things, but that's like the value in what we do. Anyway, very sensitive kid and very in touch with all of his emotions. And he just didn't really seem like himself. And when all the other kids saw each other, like they came close together, and he did the opposite. He kind of like shifted to the back a little bit, and he was really upset, and you could see it. And it's just, the point is, like, I don't want to dive too deep into that. I just want to point out, like, this is really, really affecting him. This is like really weighing heavily on him, and it's doing that to a lot of kids. It's doing it to so many kids. One of the things that blew me away is, like, we just had our babysitter back this week, and she had to bring her like 5-year-old daughter in, and she said when she told her she was going to come with her and get to play with my daughter, she started crying, like tears of joy, because she's been so isolated. And I'm not trying to bum you guys out, but like, you all know somebody like that. We've all got stories like that. And I'm not one of these hoax guys. Like, I don't think COVID is a hoax. I know it really impacted a whole lot of people, but I also know that the numbers coming out show us that scientists are all agreeing now that like the thing is weakening. Like, even the infection rate has plummeted, and even when people do get infected, they're saying that the viral load is like minuscule compared to what it was in like March, and that now it's even unlikely you could get infected by asymptomatic people. But that, even if that wasn't true, let's just do this. And again, I'm not a hoax person, but if you only hear one side, if we only see what's being presented to us, you tend to overlook things that we're going to kick ourselves in the butt for overlooking. And the thing that I want to bring to your attention is the mental health of our kids. Like, they're struggling, they're suffering, and they need to be around other kids. And the truth is, we need to start to decide, like, can we measure the negative impact of opening up and letting kids get back to like their lives versus the negative impact on their psyche, their emotions, their development, because it's getting out of hand. This is getting crazy. We just had another guy here last night. He was here for like 3 hours in my parking lot because I was here with some of the coaches and a few of the kids, right? And like, we're well below 10 people on the mat. Everybody, you can see there's like white tapes all over. We're very far spread out. But man, like, he was furious. I went outside and I said, "Hey man, what's going on? Like, can I help you? Fitness centers aren't supposed to be open." And I said, "Look over my shoulder, man. I'm not open. If I was open, I would have 150 people here. There would be 50 kids on the mat smiling, having the times of their lives. There would be, 30 parents in the lobby, like, talking to each other and, setting up play dates. And clearly I'm closed. I am not open. And like, isn't any, he made his phone calls and reported me to whoever. But like, is it not enough that the businesses on either side of me are closed? Like, is that not enough? Like, I have 9 people in my 3,200 square foot facility. Man, like, can we please just do a better job of acknowledging what we're doing? Can we do a better job of like taking a step back and just making sure we're not overlooking things that we're really going to be sorry that we overlooked? And the one that I'm trying to really drive home is the mental health of our kids. Like, they need to be here. Like, come on. Like, there's really not much of a threat. Like, I think it's time. All right, guys, and like I want to tell you, like I have parents asking every day. I know you only have a couple spots. Can on Thursday? Can my kid be one of those kids? And unfortunately, I only have a couple spots, and I have a lot of students that want to be here. So there's a lot of broken hearts, and the kids that do manage to come in, you should see the look on their faces. They look like a dog that just got saved at the pound when they see another kid for the first time, when they're back on in the academy for the first time. All right, guys, man, can we expedite this process? I think it's pretty safe to say that our leadership is at least a few weeks behind. And every day, not week, every day that we stumble and we procrastinate and we get this wrong, we are just allowing irreparable damage to happen to our most vulnerable population, which is our kids. I think it's time, guys. I just don't want to be quiet about this. In 10 years, I want to look back and be like, at least I showed there was another side to this that I think at least warrants a conversation. What do you guys think?